want them to play. It's not easy to come into a camp and have it right away, so you got to build your game. Use these opportunities to find out what you're doing well, what you're doing bad, and build through the preseason to have a good start to the season.
Nick, were you taking French lessons through the team, or is that something how long have you been doing that?
No, I'm not doing it through the team. Just picking up bits and pieces from teammates, staff. Learning kind of just on my own. But we obviously have resources here that can help, and it's nice to have some things that you can say.
How has living here year-round helped you, being immersed in the language more often?
Yeah, it's been good. Every time I'm out in the city, you're walking by people through the grocery stores, and I'm trying to translate it in my head and figure it out, because that's the hardest part for me is hearing and translating. But it's been great being in the city and embracing the Quebec culture.
You are busy a bit today, but do you know that it's a reaction everywhere today because of that? Positive reaction.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I just felt it was nice to try to do that for fans that don't speak a lot of English.
Is there specific teammates? When Larry Robinson and Bob Gainey were here, they learned French, and they said one of the reasons they were able to do it is because they had so many French teammates around to help them. The guys here have helped you also, I guess?
Yeah, I played with a lot of local guys, and even most of our staff speak French, so try to speak in their native language to them as much as I can, obviously, but try to learn things from, I was learning a lot from Dave and Math and a lot of these guys, so it's good.
What's the most difficult part of learning French?
I can read and speak it pretty well. It's just hearing hearing you guys speak to me and trying to pick up pieces and try to put it all together. That's the hardest for sure.
Did you take French in school at all, Nick, in high school?
Yeah, I took it to grade 10, so pretty good with all stuff that doesn't really help me. But
yeah. Nick, Marty took responsibility the other day about the slow start to last year and
training. And maybe I just I didn't commit to doing all the things since the beginning, past 2 years. I just started doing them halfway through the season.
What has your experience taught you? What have you focused on that you talked about that you want to apply?
Just play hard, use my body, like I said 1,000 times already. And just win pucks, get to the net, be strong when I have the puck, make the right decisions on the ice, and score some goals.
Is it tough to play physically at camp because you can't go as hard against your teammates hit them as much as you do in the season?
Wow, why wouldn't I hit them as much as I do in the season? I mean they expect everyone to go hard, and even our own teammates, we expect the other guys go hard, hit and everything, and I feel like everyone goes almost same hard as when we played against someone else.
How will the new contract change you, if at all?
How does it change me?
Yeah, if at all.
It changed my bank account, that's about it. I don't see any other change.
But will there be more pressure on you or bigger expectations on you now because of this?
I feel like I have the biggest expectations coming from myself. I focus on what my teammates and my coach expect from me, and I don't think that has something to do with the contract.
You playing with Nick and Cole quite consistently now. Where have you seen the greatest growth as your line?
I feel like we just know where we are on the ice when we play, and we put the puck somewhere where I know someone else is gonna go, and we'll have the puck then trying to just get open to some spots where what we talk about when we're off the ice, and I think that's then we have pretty good chemistry.
Do you guys often talk?
Yeah, we talk.
Definitely fun to see him do that. it says a lot about him as a person and how much he takes this place to heart.
When will be yours?
Probably next year. Start training for that soon.
When you look at the start of last season, you were ripping in goals, but you seemed to express that you weren't totally thrilled with your complete game, and then that really came as November, December, and all those months ticked by. How can you start on the foot you left off on?
Yeah, I think obviously our coaching staff does a lot with that, and at the end of the year meeting, Marty and I talked about kind of getting a taste of playoff hockey and bringing that, and setting that the bar for the regular season. I think that just ups the intensity. We finally got to see what that's like, and it left a lot of hunger in ourselves, and not just me, but I think for everybody. But I want to start on the right foot game on. It doesn't mean scoring every game. It means doing the right things and finding better ways to have the puck more and control the game.
Talking about the start, what do you expect from Slaf at the beginning of the season? Do you think it's going to be the year we'll be able to have a strong start?
Yeah, I think he's learned a lot. Everybody, he's a young kid. I think we all know that, but he's had a lot of experience in this league, and he knows what to expect out of himself, and we expect a lot out of him too. And I think he's had a really good summer. He looks good in camp so far. So we're all behind him, and I know he's going to get off to a good one.
When you look at the mix that you guys can incorporate on the power play, you've got two units that can compete with one another for ice time. How do you think that could potentially propel the power play to the next level?
Yeah, I think it's good to have those numbers. I think a lot of options, a lot of different things we can do, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Whether guys are tired out there, we can always put out a good unit that's going to execute and attack and find a way to score a goal, and that's the most important thing.
But when you look at the game of Oliver Kapanen, what stands out to you?
I don't want to say like boring, but just does it all the right way, and there's not too much flash, but you can just tell he knows what to do. He's comfortable out there. He creates a lot of space for his line mates. He can skate well, and really been impressed with his D side of the game, and definitely it was fun to watch in the rookie showcase for sure.
And as you think of the Canadiens' identity this season, for you, what do you think will be the group's edge?
I think we're gonna want it more. I think again, we got a hungry group. We got a lot of guys that are young, still trying to show what they can do, and nobody's really satisfied with their game. So I think there's a lot left in the tank for us, and we want to start off the right way. We know it's a really hard league, hard division that we play in, but every night means a lot to us.
Demilev is on his first training camp. What do you remember from yours?
I don't know. I don't think I looked as good as him, that's for sure. Just kind of soaking it all in, learning a lot from the older guys, just trying to fit in and kind of keep the energy light and work as hard as I can. But for a guy like that, he's doing pretty well for himself, and we're trying to help him as much as we can. And he's got a lot of questions, and it's always fun to kind of see what he's thinking, and again, just how he's feeling. We just want to make him feel comfortable, and hockey's hockey, but being a kid in this city is pretty cool too. So just trying to make him feel at home.
What have you learned about Dobson?
I don't know. I feel like I've spent a lot of time with him already. He's a good dude. He fits right in. Again, another guy that's around our age group too. That it didn't take long for him to get acquainted with all of us young bucks. But great player on the ice, can skate well. A lot bigger than I thought and that I remember. So that's huge. He's been making a lot of plays in camp so far, and obviously he's got a great shot.
Practices now with Mike Matheson playing next to you. Just what has been kind of the experience now being translated over from, I know you guys didn't play together at the World Hockey Championship, but getting to get a couple of reps in there.
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, a terrific player, great skater, great at both ends of the rink. So, as a partner, it's great to play with. Some familiarity, like you said, from the Worlds. Yeah, it's been good so far. A couple scrimmages, and nice to get those under our belt.
Hasn't been long, but you've been exposed to the Canadiens culture. How would you describe it?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's been pretty impressive to come into the group and see how tight-knit of a group it is. You can kind of see it from day one, even just leading into camp. Just the work ethic and the preparation, and the hunger to get better and push each other, and everyone's having a great time enjoying each other doing it. So it's been great to come into that group and be a part of it now.
Your first impressions on playing with Mike Matheson so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Great player, really good skater, smart out there, really good in both ends of the rink. So it's been awesome to get a couple reps with him in the scrimmages. Great guy off the ice as well, and been good so far.
It's easy to imagine how the two of you, as a pairing, could move the puck very effectively. You would also, if you were to play together, you're forced to face like top opposition. From a defensive point of view, how a pairing like that would operate facing top competition?
Yeah, I think it'd be good. I think the game's so fast. I think we're both good skaters. Where if you can be on top of guys, have great gaps, use our defending with our legs, good sticks, it can be frustrating to play against. I think that'll be a big emphasis. I think our whole back end as a whole, a lot of great skaters back there. So we're going to want to have great gaps, defend with our feet, and make it frustrating for the opposition. And at the end of the day, if you close plays early and you're on the transition, and that's where the skill will take over. So that's definitely something I think me and Mike as a pair can do well, and also a decor as a whole.
Noah, you guys have a ton of players that can play on the power play. I don't know if you've ever been a part of a dynamic where you could potentially have two equal units. If you do have that, how would that stimulate potentially the power play being even better?
Yeah, I think first it's a testament just to the depth and how skilled a team you have, which is a positive, obviously. Like you said, there's lots of great players here that are great guys on the power play. At the end of the day, whatever Marty decides to do is going to be the best interest of the team. And whether you have two really good units, I think all it is just internal competition to push each other, which at the end of the day is going to make each other better. And whoever's going is going. But we'll see what happens. But it's not a bad thing at all. I think it's just a testament to the skill we have and the depth we have.
No, I know you weren't here last year, but this team got off to a slow start. You've been in the league for a long time. What are some of the things, like the check marks in training camp and preseason, that you think sets a team up for early success?
Yeah, well, I think it starts in your summer preparation leading into camp, and I think we've kind of checked that box. I think everyone's come in great shape. Guys have been here for a while skating together, getting those reps in, and then like Marty's talked about is starting from day one, your details, your habits, no more summer hockey, making sure you're doing the right things, and you just got to continue to build each day because, like you said, starts are important. When the season starts, I think October 8th, right? You want to hit the ground running because so much parity in the league. You don't want to find yourself in a hole, but it just starts each day at a time and doing the right things and building your game.
Cole was saying that he didn't realize how big you were. Like he's played against you and didn't realize how big you were. Maybe everybody looks big to Cole.
Yeah, I was going to say, he probably thinks everyone's big.
But has there been any guys that you've played against in this league that are on this team that you're noticing something about them that you didn't potentially notice when you were playing against them?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think a lot of guys, honestly, I was pretty familiar with them, but we play them two times a year, sometimes three, right? So you don't see a lot of them, but I think just a group as a whole, there's a lot of skill here, and maybe just the work ethic as well. Everyone has a high compete level. Nobody likes to lose, as you see in the scrimmages. There's lots of battles, lots of contact, which is good. But yeah, I mean, there's tough to say just one guy. I think just as a whole, as a group's been pretty impressive.
Was it a bit of a surprise for you to be playing with Matheson? Were you expecting to be paired with a more defensive?
No, I don't think so at all. I think going into it, you let the coach kind of decide what he feels best. I think we all have a lot of trust in Marty. Whatever he feels is best is putting you in the best position to have success. And yeah, I knew it'd be a possibility probably with Mike, and whoever you end up with, there's lots of great options back there, and I'm happy to be with Mike right now, and we'll see where it goes.
Did you talk to St. Louis much during the summer?
We chatted. We had just briefly on the day of the trade, and then we had a call. Not sure how long. Just chatted, and he just talked about the culture, the systems, and stuff. Just to kind of give me an idea. But yeah, it's been good to start to get to know him and build that relationship, and just listening to him speak and stuff, it's pretty motivating, and I'm super happy to have him as my coach.
At what point did you think, or did you find out that?
Ouais, vraiment. Tu sais, je pense que je me fie pas vraiment à ça, les lignes ou whatever. Tu sais, j'arrive ici, focus, puis tu sais, je veux juste prouver que je suis capable de pouvoir jouer dans cette ligue-là. J'ai une grosse été d'entraînement, fait que je me sens vraiment bien.
Quand tu... bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va bien, toi?
Tu sais, quand tu décides de travailler pour perdre 16 livres, y a-tu avec ça un constat, une réalisation de quelque chose qui est à la source de ta motivation pour te mettre dans la meilleure forme de ta vie? Qu'est-ce que tu as réalisé en commençant ton été?
Ouais, je pense que c'est juste d'avoir une meilleure habitude, des meilleures habitudes de vie. Tu sais, c'est tout en général, juste de mieux faire tout. Puis tu sais, je pense que je l'ai réalisé cet été.
Est-ce que tu as senti qu'il y avait une urgence? Tu sens-tu une urgence maintenant qui n'était pas là avant?
Ouais, c'est sûr que plus que les années vont, plus qu'il y a une petite urgence. Tu veux faire un poste, tu veux pas. Tu sais, oui, je suis encore jeune, mais je pense que c'est le temps parfait pour pouvoir t'établir dans NHL. Puis, tu sais, je pense que je m'en rends compte, puis tu sais, j'arrive ici très près.
Hey. Hi, how are you?
Donc, je pense que ça va être quelque chose qu'on pourra faire. Puis, je pense ensemble, on est deux patineurs, puis on aime transporter la rondelle. Donc, d'avoir ça pour l'attaque aussi, ça va être bon pour l'équipe, je pense.
Avez-vous le temps de développer du chimie, championnat du monde?
On n'a pas joué ensemble trop. En même temps, juste avoir la chance d'être ensemble pour une couple de semaines, puis aller souper ensemble. C'est sûr qu'on ne savait pas qu'on allait être des teammates après, mais en même temps, ça aide à juste se connaître un peu.
Qu'est-ce qui ferait votre force comme top pairing qui a affronté probablement les meilleurs trios adverses?
Je pense que notre coup de patin va nous aider à éliminer beaucoup d'espace pour eux, mais c'est sûr que c'est un gros challenge, puis on va être excités de prendre ça.
Comment tu trouves le fait que Nick Suzuki ait appris le français, de faire une petite entrevue hier en français? Comment tu trouves ça?
Oui, je l'ai vu, puis il a vraiment bien fait. Je pense que c'est quelque chose qui est très important pour les partisans, puis la vienne, donc tu peux voir que c'est quelque chose d'important pour lui aussi, puis j'espère que tout le monde va l'aimer.
Est-ce que c'est une réalité que toi, tu nous parles français, tu es né à Montréal, au Québec, tu comprends la réalité anglophone, francophone. Est-ce que c'est quelque chose que tu penses qui échappe aux autres que ceux qui arrivent de l'extérieur ne comprennent pas nécessairement?
Je ne veux pas dire ça. Je pense que tout le monde comprend l'importance de la langue française ici, puis l'histoire de la langue française, puis c'est sûr des Canadiens de Montréal aussi. Mais c'est sûr d'être ici, de grandir ici, je pense que tu le comprends peut-être un peu plus.
Tu es quand même proche de Sidney Crosby dans ton temps à Pittsburgh aussi, puis il y avait un festival-là, justement. C'est-tu quelque chose dont tu as déjà parlé? Puis comment tu voyais ça pour que justement Crosby soit encore même capable un petit peu de parler aujourd'hui, après toutes ces années-là?
À propos de quoi?
Français.
Ah, de parler français? Oui, je pense que même lui, il connaît comment parler un peu, puis je sais pas s'il est super confortable tout le temps d'en parler, mais même quand j'étais en Pittsburgh, il y avait toujours des petites blagues de français, donc c'est le fun.
Guillaume was actually asking you if Sid will be speaking French here later this year.
No comment.
Mike, how can you describe the dynamic that you and Noah would like to build together as a pairing?
I think our ability to skate, take time and space away, and turn the puck up and get it to our forwards, and then also join and support the attack is kind of going to be our MO. And you know, the more we can get used to where each other are on the ice and how we like to close on guys and where we like each other to be while we're the kind of initial contact on the puck will help, and that'll come with playing games together.
You know, certainly have offensive upticks to your games. So do you expect to be in more of these defensive role assignments this season?
You know, I think last year I kind of transitioned to that and had a pretty big role defensively, playing, you know, a lot of PK minutes, and against the other team's top lines, and that's, might not be the most flashy things with highlight reels on TSN, but I think it's just as important. You can't outscore every single team, and so I took a lot of pride in it, and I still do. I think it's an exciting part of the game and an important part to your team to be able to be that trustworthy person.
Mike, si je peux revenir sur la question de mon collègue à propos de Nick, il y a des gars qui, comme toi, dans le passé, parlaient les deux langues. Puis à un moment donné, on dit, peut-être un coup de partie d'ici, que ça devenait lourd de parler dans les deux langues aux médias. Toi, tu le vis quotidiennement, ou en tout cas à tous les 2-3 jours avec l'équipe. Qu'est-ce que tu réponds à ça? Est-ce que c'est vraiment plus lourd quand on s'exprime dans les deux langues dans un marché comme ici avec les médias?
Je pense que c'est juste une chose de confiance. Même pour moi, je sais que mon français n'est pas parfait, donc c'est sûr de m'exprimer en anglais, c'est plus facile qu'en français, mais ça m'aide à pratiquer aussi, de vous parler à chaque journée. Puis c'est sûr qu'au cours des derniers 3 ans, mon français s'est amélioré. Donc je trouve ça le fun de savoir que mon français était vraiment pas parfait quand ça fait ces 8 ans que j'étais aux États-Unis. Même plus que ça, avec le collège puis tout ça. Donc ça me donne la chance de pratiquer puis garder mon français.
Mike, when you look at career, is there something that you can pick out that you...
Bonjour, Martin.
Bonjour.
Comment tu entrevois, comment tu projettes un duo Dobson-Matheson éventuellement? Qu'est-ce que tu vois d'eux?
Ben, c'est deux joueurs qui, je pense, peuvent être fatigants des deux bords de la glace. Ils peuvent jouer beaucoup de minutes. Ils peuvent, côté match-up, je pense que c'est deux joueurs différents, mais je pense que ça serait une paire solide qui jouerait beaucoup de minutes.
Salut Martin.
Bonjour.
Chora vient de dire qu'il se sentait dans la meilleure forme de sa vie. J'ai envie de te demander si tu trouves que ça paraît jusqu'ici, puis quels sont les éléments qui pourraient vous pousser à le garder à Montréal pour débuter la saison?
Mais je pense que c'est son camp collectif. On a les 2 journées dans le camp, on va voir les games, on va évaluer, on va voir, mais il y a toujours eu un très bon ordinateur là, pour lire le jeu sur la glace, pas juste offensivement, défensivement aussi. Avec lui, c'est peut-être un petit peu plus de pace pour lui donner une chance d'amener un petit peu plus de physicalité. Mais je pense qu'il a pris ça dans ses mains cet été. Puis fait qu'on va voir comment que ça va progresser durant le camp. Puis si ça va continuer à apparaître, qu'il a pogné un step. Fait qu'on va voir.
Last 2 years, Slav is talking, so I'm not sitting right.
I know, what's going on?
Sorry. Trying to mix it up a little bit. The last 2 years, Slav has gotten off to a slow start. And he's talked about it, he's admitted it. Collectively as a team, I think you put a lot of emphasis on your start to the season because of how last year started. But for him specifically, how do you think he could break that pattern? And are there any change that you need to see out of him?
Well, I mean, I feel it starts now. Yesterday, I think the compete level out there, the pace of play is very high, and I feel and it's still a very, I wouldn't say safe, but there's physicality, but guys are not overly hitting guys in vulnerable position stuff, but it's very close to what it should look like, and I feel like if you take all those reps like that, I think you raise the percentages of having a good start, and same thing in practices, So I would say, I think as a group we've talked about that in the last few days and before we started that it's now.
It's kind of a continuation on that. Obviously, you talked a lot about doing the right thing with the puck in the neutral zone, those decisions, even in a scrimmage, that you would apply in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I know you always say it starts with the individual. What have you learned working with Juraj that from a coaching perspective, you can help him get to where he wants to be right from day one?
Well, I think he's older. You know, I think he's that helps him just maturing and having perspective, experience. You know, I know he didn't like his start last year, and so if you don't want the same start, you got to do things differently, and I can see that. You know, so for me, I'm encouraged by that, and it's not just Slav. I think it's collectively. I feel we're all business, which I really like.
Bonjour Martin.
Bonjour.
Tu viens de parler de Slafkovsky en anglais. J'aimerais t'entendre un peu sur le même sujet en français. Tu sais, il a dit qu'il n'était pas satisfait de ses départs, puis l'autre l'a vu. Il nous a dit je dois avoir plus d'intensité, travailler plus fort dès le début. Je suis sûr qu'il y avait les mêmes intentions l'an passé. Vous autres, comment vous pouvez l'aider à avoir un meilleur départ en tout cas cette année?
Ouais, ça part avec le joueur. Tu sais, tu peux pas tenir la main à tout le monde. Tu sais, il a plus de 18 ans, là. Comme je disais à Eric, il est plus vieux, il est plus mature, il a de l'expérience. Tu sais, puis, tu sais, comment tu mesures si quelqu'un il a faim, là, tu sais, là, je parle pas de faim, là, à manger, là, mais il a faim pour aller chercher du succès, tu sais. Moi, c'est l'urgence. Tu mesures ça avec l'urgence. Tu vois comment urgent qu'il est. C'est aujourd'hui, c'est tout de suite, c'est là. C'est pas demain, je vais commencer ça. Je vais attendre que ça commence. Je vais attendre les games d'exhibition. Je vais attendre pour le début de la... Tu sais, c'est maintenant. C'est tellement compétitif que si tu n'as pas cette mentalité-là, tu ne montes pas les pourcentages de donner une chance pour aller chercher du succès. Fait que ça part beaucoup avec les individus, mais tu sais qu'on garde pareil. On a le doigt, là, tu sais. On peut pas juste espérer. Moi, espérer, c'est comme des excuses. Ça t'amène nulle part. Tu sais, fait qu'il faut avoir de l'honnêteté. Si à nos yeux, on voit que il y a un autre niveau, Slav, un autre niveau, let's go, c'est maintenant. Tu sais, on va en parler de ça. Mais qu'est-ce que je vois jusqu'à date? Pas juste de Slav, là, du côté que les joueurs sont très engagés. Puis comme je te dis, je trouve qu'on met une business là, maintenant, là, tu sais, là.
Salut Martin.
Bonjour.
Vous n'avez pas pris de chance avec Kirby Doc qui n'a pas fait le scrimmage aujourd'hui?
Ah, je ne sais pas si on n'a pas pris de chance. Là. Ils ont un plan. Là. C'est pas comme si on n'a pas pris de chance. C'est qu'on respecte. Moi, je respecte que c'est que le plan qu'il y a. Là.
Puis dans le plan, est-ce qu'on sait s'il va jouer des matchs en concours préparatoire ou c'est pas encore?
Je ne sais pas encore. Mais je suis sûr qu'il va en jouer. On a quoi? On a 6 matchs? Il va en jouer.
En mettant Dobson et Matheson ensemble, on s'imagine très bien qu'offensivement, ils seraient capables de bouger la rondelle, se déplacer très, très bien. Défensivement, s'ils sont appelés à manger beaucoup de minutes pour affronter la meilleure opposition, de quelle manière, défensivement, ça pourrait être un top pairing pour affronter les meilleurs trios?
Bien, c'est gaucher-droitier. Puis, je pense que ce qui peut t'aider défensivement, c'est plus peut-être qu'est-ce que tu fais avec la rondelle. T'sais, parce que si tu es capable de transitionner puis faire des petits jeux ici et là pour battre la pression, mais tu n'as pas à te défendre. T'sais, fait que, ça, je pense ça va les aider défensivement parce qu'ils vont avoir à se défendre moins. Mais les deux ensemble, Noah, il y a une longue portée, il y a un long hockey. Puis Mike, mais il couvre beaucoup de glace. Fait que je pense qu'ils apprennent à jouer ensemble, ça va les aider défensivement. Mais c'est pas juste ces deux-là. On est 5 sur la glace. Je pense que notre game collective vont les aider défensivement. Mais être plus en possession à cause de ces gars-là, ça va nous aider défensivement aussi. T'sais. Fait que ça part loin de juste de te défendre dans ta zone. Mais c'est encourageant.
Salut Martin.
Bonjour.
Ça fait 2 jours de suite qu'on voit après le scrimmage
les gars qui sont vidés quand même après un long drill de patinage.
12 minutes. C'est juste 12 minutes.
Ben, ils ont l'air vidés à la fin.
Oui, mais c'est. Il n'y a pas grand-chose que tu ne peux pas faire pour 12 minutes.
Y a-t-il un jeu avec ça? Parce qu'on dirait que tu donnes des instructions que les gars au début comprennent toujours. Puis comment que ça s'intègre dans les objectifs que tu as de ce que tu veux accomplir pour les.
Dans les 3 premières journées, chaque équipe, ils ont 2 scrimmages puis une pratique. Puis ils ont un autre, à part de ça, mais ils ont une autre chose, que ce soit dans le gym ou quelque chose. Puis, fait que chaque équipe va avoir cet exercice-là. Puis c'est un exercice, c'est sûr, physique, mais il y a un côté mental aussi.